Hey guys, so we'll start from headphones model. So we can just grab and drag and drop the reference image, but we will do it from the front view. In this case, I will just drag and drop this. And like usually I like to scale up a little bit the model. I will align it in the middle by the front view, and I will move it by y-axis. Then I will just duplicate it by y-axis and rotate by z-axis to 90 degrees. So I should be able to see the headphones from the side view, so that's fine. So let's move it by x-axis. So let's go to the side view like this. Yep. And seems like I need to rotate it by z-axis to 180 degrees. And now I will align it like in the middle here as well. So I'll start from the bridge here. So what I will do, I will create the cylinder first. That's our cylinder. Let me check the voice. Okay, the microphone is working. So I will select number 12 for the side count and rotate by x-axis to 90 degrees. So let's move it here. In the edit mode, I will just scale it up. And now I will just delete all those faces, sorry. Delete faces, and I will delete uh, these faces as well. Like, let's delete this half first. And now let's delete this half. So all we have these three vertices. So now I will go to the side view and let me quickly adjust the blueprint. Okay, and in the edit mode, I will scale it by y-axis, or the other option is to move those vertices like this. Okay, and now the easiest part is I need to focus on this edge, and I'll be just extruding those edges like so. And in the vertex selection mode, I will just align the inner edge so it would follow the curvature of my blueprint. Following the blueprint is crucial for the modeling part because it is required in your coursework task to make the model which would be appropriate to the blueprint by its proportions and the shape. Okay, and now I will go to the front view and I will be aligning all of the vertices by the outer edge of my blueprint, like so. And now I will be selecting the vertices which are on the back, and I will be kind of placing them on the outer edge. So that way I will create that bending uh, which would be seen from the blueprint. And now I'll messed up a little bit with the placements here. So I need to just to fix all the placements from this perspective as well. Let's make it like this. Okay. And try to kind of have like more evenly distributed topology. So after the subdivision surface modifier applied, you will have like much more clear topology. Okay, So here, now I will just apply not apply, just use the subdivision surface modifier. And if I will use this little triangle button, now I'll be able to kind of manipulate the shape and see the result, which would be after the applying of the modifier. And I can have one edge in the middle. So yeah, and let's use the mirror modifier before the subdivision, so it should be coming first, and just turn on the clipping. So with the subdivision surface, you will have like this sort of result. Okay, let's go to the front view. Now we can see that it's not following the shape now because of the interpolation and smoothing of the subdivision surface modifier. We can temporarily dissolve the middle edge so we can better control the shape from the front view first. Yep. Okay, much better. And now I can apply this edge loop in the middle. So at this point, I can apply the both mirror and the subdivision surface modifiers. So I have like this sort of topology, and now I can use the solidify modifier to add some thickness to my model. Okay, like this thickness is enough. So I will apply this modifier as well in the object mode. Like I'm not just matching like exactly in the blueprint, but I suggest you to do so in your coursework. But still, I won't be kind of measuring like by centimeters and checking like every uh, small piece. So I'll be just measuring it by eye. So, but still, like it would be better for you to have a model which is matching the blueprint at maximal point. So I will select these edges like so, and I will apply the bevel, not apply, just use Control B to add some bevel. Yep, don't overdo and don't use too much edges on the bevel. So, and subdivision surface modifier, shade smooth, and yeah, and do not apply the last subdivision surface which you will be using for the rendering, because like there's no point. Like this is good topology, and if you will apply this, you'll immediately see that you will have too dense topology, which could reduce your mark. So try to have like good low poly topology as a base. So this is the general idea how to do the bridge, and same will go with this strap. And now I'll show you how to do the how to say ear cup. So for that, I will create the cylinder, the 12 vertices on the sides, and here I will be uh, rotating it in the object mode this time. So I would have the opportunity to kind of move the vertices along the z-axis in the local space after. So for example, if I will just move it to local and I will just scale it in the edit mode by z-axis, it will be kind of using its local axis. That's why it's better to rotate it in the object mode. So this, and I made it slightly bigger because I will be applying the subdivision surface modifier, and will make it smaller, not now. So I will add one loop cut here. So, and you can see that have slight offset. Yep, that's good. So here, I will just inset this face, delete one, delete here, delete the face, and I will use the Control F to have access to the grid fill. Let's rotate. Okay, good. And now from the front view, let's move it by Z-axis, and let's select this middle face and just move it by Z-axis slightly, so we have like this sort of dome formed here. And here I will just inset this face, and as in the blueprint we don't see anything, I will just assume the ear cup model and we'll just play. So the main thing here is to follow and achieve this shape. Okay, so let's do this inner bevel after. We will do the bevel which would be following the blueprint. And now we can do this bevel as well. And let's dissolve these edges. So, and do not leave like these faces because you're required to do the grid topology. So delete these faces, Control F and grid fill. Okay. And now it's all about the support loops to the areas where you want to have like the sharp edges. And doing these panels, it's also easy. Like you do really small bevel, you scale inwards using the Alt S, so it will scale along the normals, and add some bevels here. And also I will be adding some bevels here as well. So that way, if I will apply the subdivision surface modifier, it will be shrinked a little. So I will select all of my faces and I will just scale it up. Okay. Already looking good. Shade smooth. Do not apply the subdivision surface modifier here at all. The only thing is here, I would like to select some of these faces. And I would just use extrude along normals and have this nice extrusion. And I will add like two support loops here and here. So after the subdivision surface modifier will be applied, we will see like this sort of shape, and which will have like this sort of connection to the ear cup. Okay, so here, if I delete the subdivision surface modifier and if I will use the mirror modifier, it will work weirdly. So as you can see, like only the axis works. But this is because I just rotated this model in the object mode. So I go to Object, Apply, and select All Transforms. So now, if I will use the mirror modifier, it will be mirroring it. Okay. So, and also I have to use the mirror modifier here as well. So I will just mirror this part. I will uh, delete all of the faces on the other side, use the mirror modifier, hit clipping, and apply it in the object mode. So now we have like nice model. So speaking of UVs, uh, here it's easy. Like I will do a couple of cuts here, for example, like from this area. Okay, and these edges, and I'll just mark seam here, and I will use like this inner edges as well, and here in the corner. I will mark seams here. So I will do like one cut here and one cut here, so I'll be able to unwrap this strap. Okay, mark seam. And if I go to the UV editing and I'll select this, and here I will just use unwrap, you will have this sort of unwrapping. Let me check. Well, it was not unwrapped properly because like we left like one edge here and here. Let's mark seam them. Let's select those and unwrap. So we can use the UV squares, really useful plugin. So let's grid by shape, like to straighten the selections. And like for these ones, I would suggest you to kind of have like cuts on the corners and also like on these edges, because this is kind of resembling the box shape, and that was the way to unwrap the box. So we'll follow this mark seam. Select everything, here everything, unwrap. Yeah, that's better, unwrap. So you can select these pieces. Let's just move it a little bit aside so I can select all of them and just grid by shape. Okay, and these two. Okay, so UV, where is the back islands? Need to select everything, back islands. Okay, the islands are packed. So, and speaking of the ear cups, just select the edge and the edge loop in the middle, mark seam, and also like I will select this edge, mark seam, and also this corner edge. Sorry, mark seam, and add one cut in the middle here from the below, like mark seam here, and this cylindrical part is also needed. So I'll select this one edge here, and to be following till here. Mark seam. This is cylindrical shape. We've covered during the seminars how to unwrap this type of shapes. Select everything, unwrap. And these two you can grid by shape. You will have slight distortion, but it's better for the packing efficiency. And like at this point, like you can apply the mirror modifier. That way you will have like the unwrapped version of the unwrap the UV of the second part as well, so you don't have to do one job twice, just pack islands. Okay, and like for the final packing, you can select all of the objects, um, go to the edit mode, select everything, and here you can select everything, and just use the pack islands here. So that way, like it's you to decide whether doing like two separate packs for the ear cups and separate one for the bridge or the body part. Like, but still, so like both cases would work. If you will have some extra space, like make sure that you will give some space for this sort of features. Well, you will be kind of placing them and just making some better packing. Yeah. So, okay, that's it for the and like as a final check, what you can do is actually go to matte cap, select this matte cap, turn on the cavity and the shadows. And there you go. Looking good so far. The rest part is on you, doing the shading and building nice composition with cool renders.